Yo, 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 what's happening? It's basically, I've just been on a walk. I've just got back in, just having a mocha right now to warm myself up. I thought I'd jump onto Upland and actually do my video for today. I'm getting actually in a good rhythm right now, so I'm getting this YouTube channel kind of more consistent. I'm trying my best anyway. So if you're enjoying the content, please subscribe on this channel, click the notification bell, leave me a comment with your Upland username in the comments down below, and please click the like button if you're enjoying the content. It does help me out a lot and it helps this channel grow. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers, so obviously we can monetize and then we can add all that money back into this Upland journey, and us as a community can actually build and buy more stuff, and I'll start to do more live streams, so hopefully we can get more like income coming in, get some giveaways going, you know, like build the channel, build a community, get a website behind this as well, so that's the plan in the future. So yeah, support the channel, please just click that subscribe button, it means more than anything, and let's get into the video. So basically I'm going to make this a bit more simple for people that's starting in Upland. So obviously if you've jumped on this video and you're a new player, this is basically LA on the map. You've got the whole map of obviously the world. My laptop's quite slow right now, so it should load up in a second, but you'll basically be able to get every single country in the world eventually. So right now these are all the kind of places what are unlocked. Right now you've got Buenos Aires is the new one in Argentina, so hopefully I'm looking forward to when like London comes, and other places like India would be quite cool as well. So yeah, eventually like the map will open up and it won't just be like city locations. Eventually you'll be able to like move into like the like ranches and like off grid, and that would be quite cool as well when the vehicles have utility and you actually can drive around. Because currently right now you use trains, public transport, that kind of thing, aeroplanes, but in the future you'll be able to use your own car to obviously travel to different locations like just away from the city, which will be quite cool. So you can actually buy like acres of land, hopefully, bigger bits of land, you know, where you could actually, I don't know, own anything potentially. Upland's like such a good concept and there's so much potential for it to go in any direction. But if they're basically going to get an economy similar to the real world, you could have like farmland, I guess, you could have like amusements, you could have entertainment, camping sites, like just, I guess there's loads of ideas what that can go down once utility comes in. You could add it from structure to different kind of places, buildings, like, you know what I mean. So that's looking good. So that's basically the growth of Upland. They're bringing out the roadmap. Eventually you'll be able to walk around in the actual towns and cities, which will be interesting, obviously in first person or second person. And then they're bringing obviously cars, I've already spoke about, utility like that, and so that's the first quarter, so that's coming up this quarter, which will be cool. At the top, this is James UK, so this is my actual account right now, and if we click on it, I've got 3,980,000 UPX, which is just shy of $4,000, 649 properties and 1.39 spark. Currently I'm building an apartment building, 6239 Goodland Ave, that's her address if you want to help me out and support this channel. You just click on that there and you can actually click on the loading bar, and I'll be able to see how long this building's got left. I think it's about 62 days, yeah, 62 days and 14 hours, and these are all the people helping me out right now. So as promised, I'll shout you out: JPat02, Trouble001, Drifter, and DopY3. Is amazing, so thank you so much for the support on this building. If you want to help out, go to 6239 Goodland Ave and jump on the building. And if you're a new player and you're trying to build a building and you've not got much spark, I've only got 1.39, which is a lot, but like compared to a lot of other players and how long apartments take, this has took me about 4 months, over 4 months to build, probably about 5 months. So yeah, it's been a long journey. I'm coming up to 3 months, basically 2.5 months. Other people helped me out, and then they've obviously took the spark off again, so it's bumped up the time a little bit again. So, but we're getting there. But if you are a new player and you've got some UPX and you're wanting to actually build structures instead of putting money into the actual UPX, you can go to this website called UPX Spark Exchange. So this is linked onto the blockchain as well, and it'll link to your Upland account. So you can see actually once you link it to your account, you'll be able to like see where all your sparks rented out. You'll be able to see like your banking, so like a bank log, that's kind of like your total balance. And then if you go on to rent your spark and then you go on to live listings here, you'll be able to see all the other players what are putting out contracts for spark. So like if you've got a building you want to build, you can actually rent your spark. Like you can pay to get your building built, and then you pay the people, sorry, to put bids on and like contracts. So this is quite cool as well. And then if you want to make some money off your spark that you've not building structures on yourself, you can obviously like jump onto these properties right now. So if you added your spark onto this property right here, you'd be able to bring out 950 UPX every single hour for one spark. So this works out for one spark. So if you've got 0.5, you'll obviously earn half of that. If you've got 2 spark, you'll earn double. So that's how that works, and these are all the contracts. So once you like link onto the contract, it'll come onto here, and you go onto my rented spark, and then you'll be able to see all your open contracts. The only one I'm running right now is my own personal building. So this shows up in here. It shows me exactly how long is left on that building. So that's a good way to see as well. And you've also got UPX land as well. So this is basically a website what manages all the properties. So this is my account here. You can actually track it. You can see exactly where I am in my account. Anyone can do this. If you just go into UPX land, go over to user search, and then you can search for any player in the game, see how they're getting on in Upland. And then if you go into the properties bit here, property search, then you can change it to any district or city you're in. So I'm in LA currently, so I'd change it to that. And then I can change all these settings here, so I can actually choose which properties I want. So if I want unminted properties, if I want owned or for sale, different prices. I can sort by the mint price from like high to low or low to high. FSA, so I can take them away. So obviously I can't buy FSA properties anymore. So I'll basically close that out. And then I can go to unminted, and then I search. And once this loads up, it'll show me all the structures in LA what aren't been minted yet. So this means I can actually jump onto the properties quickly by just clicking on it, and it'll copy the address. And then I go over to the search bar in the bottom right corner. This is your search for properties. This is your secondary market. So this is where you buy properties from other people on the secondary market. And then this is the headline. So it outlines all the districts what Upland's actually got for sale currently. So obviously the whole map's not for sale right now, only the certain parts. So that'll highlight every single box what you can buy properties in. And I don't think this is going to work. Oh, here it is. Here we go. So it'll zoom in and it'll go over to it. It's just showing us Spark Weeks coming up, treasure hunts, and then here we go. So if we click on the property here, you'll be able to see this is the cheapest property right now, 9,150 UPX. And then so once I sell properties in Upland, this is a strategy I use to actually buy more properties. And everyone's wondering why I use this strategy over other strategies. It's because you've got to think about other people in Upland. If you're using the secondary market, it might be a little bit more expensive than minting properties out in LA, but not everybody's in LA. It costs you money to travel to LA, and it costs you money to move from city to city. So a lot of people are actually sitting in New York or other places wanting to buy property in LA. So what I used to do when I was in Detroit is buy property in LA on the secondary market to save me having to spend hours traveling back and forth. So yeah, the secondary market, you pay a little bit of like interest on it because it's a little bit higher. You can mint properties out cheaper yourself. But if you're not in LA currently, it's more money to actually come over to LA and like mint them properties out than it is just to buy off the secondary market. So I'm targeting everybody what doesn't stay in LA with my prices. So hopefully a lot of people in LA though, because I get a lot of good locations, and I'm buying mine for about 50% of market value. So even if I sell it for the minting price, what the property originally was, I'm still making 50%, and then the person what's buying the property is getting the best deal ever because they're getting it for a flat what the property was minted for basically. Sometimes I put it over, but if I can get properties on a good deal, I can pass on that deal to the customer as well. I'm not just keeping like buying it for 5 and then putting it up for 15. If I buy it for 5, I'll put it up for 10. So it's basically 10,000, 9,000 when it's minted at. So basically the player's only paying like 1,000, 2,000 pounds. So to them, it's a really good deal because they've got the property which they can sell on quite easily because they bought it at a flat price. Whereas I've obviously bought it really cheap and got the good deals. So I don't just keep all the profit. I want actually everyone else to win in Upland. So that's the strategy I use there. So yeah, everybody wins together. Your account grows a lot faster. It's better to do it as one instead of just by yourself. So it's a lovely community, so get involved. And then if we go on properties here, you can actually see all my properties right now. And this is basically like your engine hub to Upland. This shows you like your rent, how many property value you got, your collections, number of properties, and then this is where you can actually price and control your properties. So you can see I put on for about a double, and then I just add a little bit for obviously the 5% Upland tax. So obviously if I want to make like 100% on my properties, like double it, I'll add on. So see, this would 8,000 would be double, but you take on the 5%, which will be like about 450, 475 UPX. So that bring it down to 9,000. So I basically made about 5,000 UPX off this property. But when I bought it for 4,000, I also had to pay the 5% as well. So I'm making my money back, like, you know, so I make about $4.60, $4.70 off that property. So that's how I price it out. And the best way to do that is on the secondary market here, because you'll get good deals for dollars. So right now you see here 59. I look for the UP2 size, so that just basically draws my attention to certain properties a lot faster, and then I'll actually check them out before I actually buy anything. So for $4.59, you can see it brings in 85. So right now that's pretty decent, because you can see 85 times 10 would be 850. Then add the 2, 170. So 850, 950, 1,020 or whatever. So that's $1.20. $1.02, sorry. So it'll take you about 4 years to pay off that property. So that's how you can basically gauge how long it'll actually take. So 4 years is like kind of, I'd be looking for about 3.5, but 4 years is decent. Anything about 14.7% obviously takes you about 6 years, 6.5 to get 100%. So this is about 4 years, so it's basically a lot better. So these are the kind of properties I'd look for to buy, because obviously if you're getting the minted properties, you're getting 14.7%, but if you buy on the secondary market, you can get a lot better deals. This could be coming out at probably 22%. So yeah, that's the best way to get properties in Upland as well. And I'll show you quickly on in my user search. I don't want these videos to get too long, so I'm trying to get all the information in. I've got a lot of new players coming in, so this is why I'm making this type of video right now. For all my more advanced players, I hope you're still enjoying the content. I hope you understand why I'm doing this, but I just want to go back to basics for some of the new players starting off in Upland. So you can actually track using the secondary market. You can actually see me buying these properties. This is my 14.7% basically, what it had brought me, but because I've got the properties cheaper, this is my 14.7% line now. So I'm actually generating 14.7% off the top line, which is 5.275 million instead of the 3.97 million, which I'm actually paid in. So my account's worth 3.970, but I'm actually generating profit on top of 5.275, if that makes sense. So I've made the difference here, which is about 1.25 million. So I've actually saved basically 25% on buying the properties, and then I'm going to pass that difference on to the customer while I still make a profit on top of that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy all the knowledge. I'm not one for keeping all the secrets. I'm literally telling you how I play my Upland game and how I've generated over $950 of profit, which is 950,000 UPX in the last 5 months. Coming up to 5 months, not even yet. So yeah, the strategy does work. You can actually see where I've put money in at this divot here, and then I also put some money in on this line here. But overall, you can actually see the account going up quite nicely now, just by obviously selling properties. These are all the properties I've been selling the last 2 weeks, which has been about 30 properties, which has been amazing. So yeah, if you're not an Upland already, jump on already. I'll put my referral code into the description box, so you'll get 50% off your first purchase of UPX, and obviously it'll get you into the game of Upland. You'll get 4,500 UPX when you start, I believe, and you can start in anywhere, but like Buenos Aires or Detroit is a good place to start, I'd say. You'll get cheaper properties in FSA, which are these ones here. So yeah, enjoy the game. Please subscribe to James UK, Metaverse Melon, sorry, on YouTube, but James UK on Upland, if you can go over there. I'm also on Twitter a lot, so if you go to Metaverse Melon on Twitter, you'll be able to get in touch with me 24/7, give me a message. And if you want to actually contact me on James UK on Upland, you can do so already. I replied to all my messages. I've got my actual chat enabled. So yeah, I'll talk to you on there. Sorry the video's been a bit longer and I'm actually going on about more stuff, but I've had a lot of messages off young players wanting to learn the actual basics of Upland, so I'm going to try and make a video which has got both kind of players' entertainment in mind. So yeah, hope you're enjoying the content, guys. Like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.